Terrence was in Miami like the Heat. Talk about the top of Miami.
He about to tear the roof off.
He in the house.
Get after it, MP.
MP, you're about to go off. Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
Over the course of a long season, injuries will happen. Still plenty of time left, and the race is for those who can endure.
Here are the five for the Clippers. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Harden out there with Christie. And it's LeVert in at the small forward. And for New Orleans, a bit forward, Ingram and Williamson. Koulibaly is out there with Jay. And it's Klingon in at the center, filling out the middle. And through this early portion, Greg, of the season, we've had our fair share of surprises.
Yeah, it's fun to see the preseason predictions go up in flames, right? Every year it feels like we have at least one team that overachieves and shocks us all.
McCoy passes to Williamson.
Watch the screen.
Ingram outside. Shoots over LeVert. It's rebounded by Leonard. Pass to LeVert. to Leonard. Over Williamson. And it's Leonard missing. Williamson against Leonard. Shea outside. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Lets it go from deep. Williamson kicks to Shea. And again, no good by New Orleans. Here's Los Angeles now, and going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year. Harden outside, pass to LeVert. Here's Christie, shot clock at 6. Again, Leonard missing.
And I thought that was going to drive. It looked good from here.
Now here's Shea. Now here's Williamson. 11-point game his last outing. Spins. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Sinks the triple.
Boy, after missing 3 straight, they finally get one to go down.
Here's Christie. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Zubac finds LeVert. Pass to Christie. Over Coulibaly. Christie can't make it.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Here's Klingon. Now Williamson. He's covered by Leonard. And a wide open look for Shea. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And every year, Williamson seems to take another leap as a distributor. Great pass on that one.
Great, one of the best assets of Zion Williamson is his versatility.
And the combination of power and skill, it's obviously unique. And what I love about him is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable as he is explosive.
Now Shea. James Harden missing on the 3. Pass to Coulibaly. Now Williamson. Here's Klingon. Guarded by Harden. Here's Coulibaly. No good on the 3. Here's Christie. Pelicans with the rebound. And this group is about as formidable as they come. 22 wins in a row. It's just remarkable.
Almost mind-boggling that you could string together brilliant basketball over such a sustained period of time. Think about the focus that they have to bring nightly. Think about the commitment to grinding it out every single night, regardless of your opponent. Just absolutely incredible stuff.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
A little bit ago, Willie Green and I were able to chat. Well, he's worried about a number of issues, and front and center, James Harden. He said James will dissect you. It's hard to speed him up and hard to slow him down. He's their catalyst. But he thinks if they do a good job on Harden, they have a good shot at winning. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Back to Coulibaly. Good on the triple. Coulibaly's got 6.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Harden with it. Scoreless thus far. Outside Leonard to end the drought. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Well, ready on the catch. Your pre-shot preparation is on point. Kawhi, the catch and shoot.
Williamson in the post. He's covered by Leonard. Makes it off the glass.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Leonard finds LeVert. Screen by Zubac. And that's good. Here is LeVert for 3.
Well, you cannot allow Karis LeVert to square up from deep. When he's in rhythm, he's going to knock down that shot with great consistency.
Shea outside. Pass to Ingram. There's the three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's the floater. The shot's good from Christie. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. 6-point game. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, torrid shooting in that one. Some of it was good play calling. Some of it was just making tough shots.
Well, give credit to a couple of their guys for their complete locked-in nature. They were just focused, and they made everything they looked at.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. Three-pointer. And Klingon pulls it down. New Orleans with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. And finished off by Williamson.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
Clippers trail by 11. Leonard looking over the floor. Over Williamson. Leonard, no luck.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it, because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
An all-star in this league. I think Ingram still flies a bit under the radar, but Brandon can be a number one option, no doubt.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Pass to Zubac. And here's Harden. Now LeVert. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Golden State Warriors.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
Williamson with the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And it's Zubac to top the key. Back to Leonard. Zubac, a screen on Williamson. Here's Leonard. They need this. And it's Williamson with the rebound.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Pass to Coulibaly. Here's Messi. New Orleans moving the ball around. Coulibaly with it. Fires for three. Shea left side. Kicks it out to Williamson. Tries again. Again, the Pelicans score.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. New Orleans making some changes here. Bol comes in for Zion Williamson. And Murray subbed in for Ingram. And then for the Clippers, Sharch checked in for Leonard. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Karis LeVert. And Aaron Holiday is subbed in for James Harden. Now here is Holiday. Hardaway is screen on Murray. Good on the three-point shot.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple. Pelicans
leading by 13. Shea up top, covered by Morris. Pass to Koulibaly. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Koulibaly's got 12 points in the game. And here is Morris. Hasn't made one yet. Puts one up from 19. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Shea outside. Pass to Bull. Shoots over Zubac. Bull can't hit. Clippers trail by 16. Hardaway passes to Holiday. Now Šarić beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. And that one is good from Zubac.
You love to see Zubac get after it on the window. Use that size and strength.
Here's New Orleans. They're on a 13-5 run here. Holiday against Murray. Back to Shea. Plenty of space. And that's good off the glass that time. McCoy's got his third basket of the night right there. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 16. Pass to Holiday. And stolen by Shea. Inside, here's Murray. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Pelicans lead by 18.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Murray against Holiday. Three-pointer. Can't hit that one. Pelicans leading by 18. Shea outside. Pass to Bull. Lets it go with a three. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
They just got overwhelmed. We knew that game was going to be a tough one for them, and we were right.
Sometimes it's about the talent disparity, and it would have taken a massive effort for them to even be competitive, and it was nothing close to that.
Now here's Shea, coming off a solid outing against Miami. Shakes him. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. So, for the Clippers, Hauser's checked in. Christie subbed in for Aaron Holiday. Free throw no good for Shea. Clippers trail by 20. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
What a beautiful blend of size and athleticism. Boy, Tim Hardaway Jr. is doing work inside.
Now here's Shea. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Bull. Murray for three. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Here's Christie for Murray. And so it's New Orleans sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. What a defensive effort they put on Kawhi Leonard. It's rare to see him have the kind of trouble he's had tonight. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a comfortable margin for the Pelicans here, guys.
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. We've got Hardaway. Monte Morris is out there with Christie. Then it's Dario Šarić. And it's Hauser in at the 4 spot. Now here's Shea. Klingon with it. Still without a basket. McCoy, and Shea throws it down.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Shea in the last game against Miami got the job done. He came away with 41 points, and his passing was a cut above, with a ton of assists on the night. That stat line was really unbelievable. It's something you really had to see to appreciate. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game, but we'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy. Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
New Orleans leading by 20. Shea outside. Williamson right side. And it goes down 2 points. Williamson's got 10.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Now, here is Morris. He's tightly guarded. Charge passes to Christie. A three off the mark.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Morris with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Pelicans shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. Free throw, good. Shea. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
Ingram, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Here's Christie. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Morris passes to Christie. Here's the screen. And the 3 off target.
And another miss. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Shea outside. Ingram wide open. Gets an open look and hits.
The pure shooting ability of Ingram does all the talking there. He gets the ball and delivers that quick release.
Murray against Christie. Pass to Hauser. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Aaron Holiday's checked in for Christie. They get the rebound. And here's Ingram from the arc. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against 1 make. Pass to Morris. To the paint. Klingon with the steal. To the middle. Here's Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
Goodness. I mean, we feel those slam dunks shake the floor.
Here's Holiday. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. To stop the drought, Williamson with the block. And they're running. Here's McCoy. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. 16 points for Shea.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Murray against Holiday. From past the arc. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Klingon's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now here's Shea, covered by Morris. Now Klingon. Nothing on the board. Shot clock at 5. Williamson. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Now, here is Morris. And Saric kicks to Morris. Here's the teardrop. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Well, Monte Morris goes to that floater, such an important weapon.
McCoy passes to Williamson. In the corner, Murray with it. And another 3 for New Orleans.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And here is Los Angeles now. After DeJounte Murray was able to get the triple.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And it's Williamson missing.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
We all know Saric has always been a versatile offensive player. This guy can score on the move, and it helps him earn trips right here to the free throw line.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
In examining his numbers this season, we can see that he's been an exceptional free throw shooter, right around 85.
And that one falls from Saric.
You know, I think the versatility Saric provides is big in today's NBA. This guy can play the 3 and the 4. He can shoot from anywhere. He can also hit the glass. Very good passer. There's a lot to his.
Through one half, it hasn't even been close. New Orleans on top, just dominating this one. I'm New Orleans, back in a moment.
37.
Happy to have you with us. Let's bring you up to speed on the winners of the Player of the Month awards. And fellas, a whole month. That's a long time. Matter of fact, around certain company, hours or even minutes can feel like an eternity.
I'm confused, Ernie. What are you implying here?
I think he's taking shots, Kenny. Pew, pew, pew.
What was that? What was that? Sorry, I was just checking the time. Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for the Pelicans.
This has been a weight room game. They're just stronger on the glass, and they're playing with a mean streak, guys.
What do you know about weight rooms, Kenny?
He knows how to avoid them.
Ooh.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Well, you look at Jay in this game, he has been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And one of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
A bit forward, Ingram and Williamson. Koulibaly is out there with Jay. And it's clinging into the center position. That's the Pelicans 5. Williamson against Leonard. And it's Williamson missing. And for the Clippers, they're shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Now here's LeVert. Zubac, a screen on Ingram. A nice shot by LeVert.
That's just a feel that you have in the pick and roll game. Really good understanding of how to break the defense down by Karras.
Shea, right side. Stolen by Zubac. Williamson against Harden. Here's Leonard. Good D by Williamson. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Pass to Ingram. Clinging with it. Now Coulibaly. 4 on the clock. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Zubac, no good. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Williamson against Leonard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
The defense is all over Zion, but Williamson doubles down and draws a foul while able to get the shot off as well.
Pelicans shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. And both free throws good for Williamson.
And when he's healthy, Zion is a force, an athletic freak who makes an impact on both ends.
Outside Leonard. Back to Harden. Over Jay. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Pass to Coulibaly. Clinging with it. LeVert defending. A nice shot by Clingan. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Leonard kicks to Zubac. And here's LeVert. 8 points for him. Pass to Christie. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ingram with the steal. 3 on 3. Here's Williamson. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
The Pelicans have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them. That free throw good from Williamson. And so often we'll hear talk about how many rings a great player has. Doris, do we emphasize that maybe too much?
I think, Kevin, first and foremost, a great player is great no matter what. This is a team sport, and a player doesn't have control necessarily of the parts and pieces behind him or the organization within which he's trying to succeed. Titles matter, certainly, there's no question, and it's great fodder for fans, but it's not how I define a great player.
Ingram outside, 5 to shoot. Pass to Clingan. New Orleans moving it around. And Coulibaly gets it to go.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
Williamson against Leonard. Zubac with the screen for Leonard over Williamson. It's good from about 19 feet. Leonard's got 13.
And providing the support, boy, they needed. That stops a 12-0 run by the Pelicans.
McCoy, good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Pass to Zubac. Now here's Leonard. And here's Harden. Covered by Jay. Here's Christie. There's the triple. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Clingan's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
An absolute beast in close. Once Williamson has this kind of positioning,
you pretty much have to foul.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Pelicans.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
No good on the second free throw.
Well, with his attacking style, Williamson spends a lot of time at the foul line.
And talk about victors and guys who play to their strengths. What about Zubac? He does a great job.
He does, Kevin, a 7-footer who wants to play like a 7-footer. He's an outstanding rebounder. He doesn't need the ball offensively. You know he's going to show up and give you great effort every night.
To the inside, and it's swinging with the jam.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Here's Christie. And stolen by Chade. Here's Williamson. And finished off by Williamson.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Leonard the pass to LeVert. Here's Christie. He's defended by Koulibaly. And again, no good by the Clippers.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Just 5 to shoot. And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
You know, looking at the turnover story, they've had a few miscues along the way, but as we see on the scoreboard, it hasn't hurt them.
Bol, he's checked in for Zion Williamson. The Clippers also changing it up. Saric comes in for Leonard. And Monte Morris subbed in for James Harden. Shot to stop the run. Christie can't make it.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Count the basket. Koulibaly's got 7 points here in this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. With the CBA and new broadcasting deals both completed, league talk now turns to expansion. Commissioner Adam Silver says if you're a successful organization, I think it makes sense over time to continue to grow. There's no doubt that there are a lot of great cities we're interested in having in the NBA. Kevin?
You're so right, David. We could lay out 3, 4, 5 cities right now that would beg to have professional basketball. Pass to Zubac. Here's Christie. Zubac, a screen on Ingram. LeVert, and yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. LeVert's got 10 points in the game.
Don't you love to see Karis LeVert rise and fire? Perfect form on that release.
Shea with it. Zubac defending, and the rejection by Zubac. Pass to Christie. Looking to end his cold spell, and the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Back to Ingram. Again, the Pelicans score.
And known for the jump shot, Ingram needs to keep firing away with confidence from that spot.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Zubac. And the layup's good off the glass. Zubac has got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball, in rhythm.
Shea inside. He's against Morris. Here's McCoy. And he converts the layup. McCoy's got 20.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And stolen by Che. Pass to Klingon. Bull with it. 7 points in the game. Here's Ingram. It's hauled in by the Clippers. LeVert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Launches it. The shot's good from Christie. He has 7.
Ooh, finally hitting one from range. That's his first 3 of the night.
The Pelicans shooting so well, 63%. The offense working as one cohesive unit. Down low, stolen by LeVert. An even 3-on-3 break.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
High post, Zubats. That's tipped, and they'll get another chance. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Christie. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And an interesting look here at the top assisting point guards this season. Setting up teammates, being a playmaker. One of the hallmarks of being a premier point guard in the NBA. You look at Shea, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
And for the purist out there, he has been fun to watch with the ball in his hands. I mean, he can make any pass on the court and creates so many easy baskets for his teammates.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Hauser's checked in, and Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for LeVert.
And one difference this have is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
Pass to Holiday. It's hauled in by Hawkins. Holiday's gotten just 1 of 6 shots to fall here. Here's Messi, and he drops it in from the low post.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Holiday to the middle. It's deflected and stolen by Bull. And here we go. Che heading to the hoop. The Pelicans have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far. Free throw, good. Che.
Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws, good for Che. 58 seconds left in the third. Now here is Holiday to the inside. Hauser. And Bull pulls it down. Bull's got 4 rebounds in this game. Che outside. Pass to Bull. 5 on the clock. Launches a 3. Kicks it out to Hawkins from the arc. And he's good on the 3-ball. Hawkins has got 5 now.
You know, he hasn't taken as many shots tonight, but they're still ahead, and that means his teammates are delivering.
And here's Holiday. Morris outside. They get it back and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. Pelicans on top, running away with it. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Saric. Monte Morris is out there with Hardaway. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Harden finds Leonard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
A disappointing trip to the line there. Even though it was just one miss, now is not the time to be missing those.
Shea outside. There's the drive, and Shea throws it down.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Pelicans.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this team for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Shea.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Just 5 on the clock. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Back to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Here's McCoy. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
Another game, another win. MP got the job done tonight, as usual.
See you.